Greetings, and today I have another Gwent deck video for you guys. So, a new patch just came out. I just got back from work. Well, it's like almost midnight when I'm recording this, so I didn't just get back from work, but it's like I just got the chance to sort of play around with some of the new cards, and I went ahead and gave dwarf deck building a try, and here we are. So this is sort of a somewhat pure dwarf deck. I want to try and doing sort of a somewhat hybrid-ish deck. I don't know how that's gonna work just yet, but I feel like there are just some elements of dwarves that are sort of missing, especially like opponent interaction. Their really main source of interaction is sort of damage through the Dwarven Berserkers, Yarpen in a sense, and honestly, like Monroe, Great Oak, that's about it. Like, there's really no way for you to stop roll-up cards from happening. There's no way to really purify. So this is just sort of the deck I'm going to use for the time being. Down the road, if you guys haven't done it yet, I will try and do some sort of modification to this deck. I am actually going to try and play a lot more this season. Today was my last day of class, so I should be free for the next 2 to 3 weeks. So I'll be definitely playing around with some Gwent and a lot of other stuff as well for Team Bandit Gang, which, by the way, if you guys haven't already, make sure you join our Discord server and all of that shenanigans so you can come join us, have a good time. We like to make fun of each other, so and to have fun as well. So this is the mostly dwarf deck. So obviously the Great Oak is going to be featured in this deck. Hold on a second. That was kind of quick. Is it? No, it's not. Never mind. I thought that was victory theme. Anyway, so the Great Oak, we will be featuring him here, of course, because I think the ability for us to be able to stack a row with a bunch of dwarves is pretty nice. Although we have a lot of cards that kind of rely on us being row stacked with dwarves anyway, such as the Mahakam Guard. And where is he? Oh, never mind. Barclay Else is not on here because we already have the Mahakam Guard. The Barclay Else honestly is somewhat a more expensive version of the Mahakam Guard, and if you think about its provision and power increase, it's like Barclay Else goes up by 2, but the provision cost goes up by 3, so it's like it's not that good of a trade-off. Sure, it's you boost another unit versus you boost yourself, but really not a lot of other cards tend to benefit from boost in Scoia'tael. Mahakam Guard, on the other hand, like at least it's a low enough power where it's like, you know, you're okay with it getting poisoned and such because it's not at such a high level, whereas with Barclay Else you are more tempted to get a little bit too tall on a unit, so, and you probably don't want that. Next, we got the Zoltan Warrior and Monroe Bruvis. The combo is back. It is great. We are finally running the 2 Dwarven Berserkers into 2 Rowdy Dwarves into 2 Dwarven Berserkers, I should say. So there is that for that combo. Not much more to say about that. Novigradian Justice, of course, the newer version now, where it's you spawn a Cleaver's Muscle and then you play a Bronze Sword from your deck. It's not what it was before. So I use it mainly to get out the Mahakam Volunteers for both, so I can sort of get 2 cards out from the deck. Of course, the only way for me to get that to be pulled off is if I actually draw Novigradian Justice, but you know, it is there in case I need it. You do have a case for getting rid of Call of the Forest. Call of the Forest does guarantee you like a stronger Scoia'tael. Whereas this one, I use it mostly for deck thin, and if I can get it out in the first round, I definitely will. Just because I find it as a means to thin my deck out a little bit to prepare for the second and third rounds. Not to mention, it's an 11-point card, so because it's 6 plus the 5 from the Cleaver's Muscle, which is pretty nice. Next is Zoltan Chevave, one of our 2 potential carryover cards. Scoia'tael has quite a bit of carryover, which is pretty nice between Gabor and Zoltan. Zoltan is essentially a, well, it's like a version, it's essentially like a spin-off of like Dennis Kramer, like without the ranged ability. So it's essentially Dennis Kramer with resilience and a bit more expensive, which is fine because it's the carryover, right? Next is, the fun thing about Zoltan and carryover is that it kind of changes the way your opponent has to think when it comes to, you know, what they want to do with their next turn, because do they want to deal with resilience or are they okay with letting it happen because resilience is that freaking valuable. So. Next, we have Yarpen Zergen. Now, Yarpen Zergen is a good combo with Wagenberg. He can keep getting boosted per turn. Plus, he has an initial deploy of damaging an enemy unit by 3. Now, of course, if you want to get rid of some good engines, such as the shield, is it the shield, not the shield maiden, the Sly Seductresses, then you'll need to damage it by 1, hopefully with a snipe from a Dwarven Berserker. But yeah, Yarpen Zergen, 3 damage in initial, but then it can keep getting boosted, you know, every time you combo it with Wagenberg. Next is Gabor Zergen. Not Zergen, Zigrin. Gabor, here's the other carryover, of course. I did use him the last time dwarves were pretty good. So he's still the same. He still does what he does. He still does his own business, and he's here. Next, we got Fidges Merluzzo, not as strong as he was before. Before, he could spawn 2 Rowdy Dwarves, now he can only spawn 1. It's still not so bad if you need some sort of backup for your Monroe Brewis. If, let's say, for example, Zoltan doesn't show up or whatnot, then, you know, you still have some sort of backup with Fidges Merluzzo, you know, granted that you can draw him out. Next, we have Xavier Moran. Xavier Moran is good for, again, buffing up your dwarves with armor, potentially giving some armor to Yarpen Zigrin. And yeah, and potentially your Dwarven Berserkers as well. Unfortunately, he cannot give it to Swarmed, or not Swarmed, to Spawn Dwarves, which kind of sucks, but it's alright. Xavier Moran also has the ability to boost himself, and he gets the armor every time he is boosted. Sorry, he gets the armor every time a Dwarf is played, and you got plenty of Dwarves in your arsenal that he can stay around for a relatively long time. Next, you got Polly. Polly is good if one of your roll-locked units gets moved. For example, you can save Xavier Moran. You can move Defender back to its original position. Well, not exactly original position, but like back to its original row. So it's good to save some of your units that are roll-locked. If not, then he can be used as a boost to Yarpen Zigrin or extra armor to Dwarven Berserkers. So good synergy. Now going down to the bronzes, we got Nature's Rebuke. I figured we need a way to be able to get rid of opponents' engines with just 1 card, and Nature's Rebuke does it. I only put 1 for the time being. I may put 2 and remove the Mahakam Defender, just to see. We'll do this for now, and then if I do some revisions later down in the month, then we'll explore that for sure. Next, we got Dwarven Mercenary. It's nice to have that armor because I think our only non-dwarves in here are the Wagenberg and the Great Oak. So the most health most power it'll lose is 2, but it'll have 1 armor from the ability, and so it'll just be 1. So yeah. Next is Dwarven Mahakam Defender, which of course you can combo it with Tempering. You can combo it with Yarpen. Oh, sorry, Zoltan, not Yarpen. Zoltan. You can combo it with, I think that's about it. We don't have Dennis Kramer, no Barclay Else. You could also boost it with the Miner or with just another Tempering card. Really depends on the situation. So he does have some synergy. You're just not going to get that initial boost unless you combo it with the leader ability. Next, we got the Mahakam Volunteers. As I said, they're usually my target for the Novigradian Justice. That's just how I want to play because I love tutoring. So Novigradians is a way to do that for me. Next, we got the Wagenberg, which again, good combo for Yarpen, good combo for Dwarven Berserkers to have an unlimited supply of armor, of course, supposedly that it stays. I'm thinking of maybe potentially putting in an Iris Shade card down the line. Who knows? Like, I feel like that's just a good... Because let's say because Wagenberg really only uses it well on Yarpen, like, you know, without, like, losing the armor. Without like storing the armor. So say you have some other units that have a crap ton of armor, then maybe I can throw in an Iris Shade there to do a big finisher. Who knows? That's something I gotta think about as well. Next, the 2 Dwarven Berserkers, of course. They've always been the core. Tempering, 2 Mahakam Marauders because they're hella strong. 2 Miners for good synergy for boost and armor. And 2 Mahakam Guards. So I love CD Projekt Red's approach to sort of where they're going with the Dwarven archetype. I still think it needs just a little bit more help, just because I feel like it doesn't have ways to sort of interact too much with your opponent. Because like I said, right, like I had to include in Nature's Rebuke, which is only going to be used as a sort of a means of removal. And when you guys see the games, then you will definitely see how good of a removal card it got. Then again, that person kind of just, you know, threw the card into my lap and just said, here you go, destroy it if you can. And I was like, just kicked it off. But you'll see what I mean. So that's sort of the decklist breakdown for the Dwarvens, the reincarnation of the Dwarves. Maybe I'll just call that the deck name, the list name. Let me know if you guys did enjoy this video, definitely by leaving it a like, leaving a comment on any changes you guys would like to make, and of course subscribing for more Gwent content. And other than that, let me send you guys over to the gameplay. I've seen this deck go around so much. I think this will be very interesting. I do get to go second though, so that's the good news. We do... So damage self by 1, which means it actually loses its armor, but honestly though, that's fine by me. The usual opening from what I remember is always Zoltan Warrior into the Monroe. We don't need Wagenberg. This might be okay. I should have added Vivienne. Dang, she was kind of a miss.
There is no shame in fear.
I could start with the Dwarven Berserker. I could also start with Novigradian Justice. Neither options are bad. Unfortunately, we have the unsatisfaction of taking on Nilfgaard first. But again, it is the most popular deck right now, so it makes sense. As long as we keep hitting the non-armor, we're good, right? The problem with Nilfgaard is they have plenty of firepower. And that's what's scary, actually, is the fact that they have a lot of firepower. Here comes Thirsty Dame. What? Is this how they work? Imperial Diviner? Okay. I'm thinking of playing Novigradian Justice here. I'm thinking of actually saving the Zoltan into Monroe combo for round 3. Or maybe not. Maybe I actually do play it now, don't I? The thing is, I don't have a lot of firepower, so maybe it's best if I save them.
Next time it'll be personal. We're the best regiment in the whole plowing north.
Just avoid the armor. That's all you have to do. Yeah, my I'm recording at night and I don't want to use like the lights that are usually on the ceiling. So, Purify? Okay. He's not really committing that much here. I'm kind of tempted to actually play Zoltan. Although I have fear that it could get poisoned, right? But I mean, he doesn't seem to be running... I mean, he could still be running poison, but like, I don't know, with the way... Because the way I usually see it is you usually would play Operator on Thirsty Dame, and then you actually use the Imposter on the Dame, but... I mean, it's still pretty early in the game, so I suppose you don't really want to do that just yet. I mean, these cards are essentially the same now. Oh no, but it's boost and ally, but it's boost... they're essentially the same. Like, who are you kidding? Who are you kidding, honestly? Lucky. Very lucky. Journey Joust? Or what? The one? Oh, okay. I mean, I would pass, but there's really no sense, so I actually think we're gonna continue on. So I'll actually play the Mahakam Guard here. There's no Igni, so or at least Igni's not that powerful anymore, so, you know, I'm actually okay with that. We have 2 Temperings, but, you know, we already have one of our Dwarven Berserkers here, so...
A bit of bloodletting.
Okay. 25, 26, 28.
The stars contend you shall be victorious today.
I could play Barclay Else here. I definitely could play Barclay Else here. I could also... Actually, you know, now that I think about it, I could play the Great Oak. And the reason why I'm actually thinking of playing the Great Oak is because I'm essentially relying on rounds 2 and 3 to be... I won't say relatively long, but... And he has played both of his Purify options, so unless... I mean, honestly, for all I know, I could still think this is poison. Maybe he just didn't manage to draw it, that's all, right? Makes me wonder if I actually should play. Maybe I should play Barclay instead.
I've got to get this stinking mess in order.
Oh, I'm dumb. Oh, that was dumb. I forgot it's on the row. Oh my goodness, I haven't played Barclay else in so long. I was just so afraid of row stacking. It's like, what? I even realized he purified my Zoltan. So, does that mean I just play Gabor in the melee row? I'm actually tempted to play Gabor in the melee row, just because I can see that it's... that he, yeah. Actually, because what this will do is it'll actually make him want to pass. Yeah, it'll actually make him want to pass. And then... yeah, that's fine. I mean, if he hits an armor... oh, never mind, it doesn't matter. I'm kidding. I forgot about Assimilate. That's fine. I mean, I'm guaranteed last say, so it should be good. It's just a matter of what he's going to do. Actually, the problem is his imposter. His imposter can actually lock my Gabor, which isn't good. I mean, we don't have a lot of, like, really strong cards left. And he can honestly use the imposter on my defender of anything, right? So, what good does it really do for me? He should pass, right? Yeah. We can play Tempering on, like, Xavier Moran or something. That's an option. But we are still taking on poison, so, you know, we're not really out of the loop yet. Now that I think about it, I feel like Mata's not really needed here. Like, it's just a dead 6 card, right? If I can probably find, like, another Mahakam guard, that would be best case scenario. Yeah, we don't need her. Yeah, exactly. That's exactly what we need. Perfect! Well, we can dip you, I guess. We will play Fidges here. We need to protect Gabor. Even if Fidges himself gets destroyed and he gets an extra unit, it kind of sucks, but at the same time, there's really nothing we can do. Portal. Also, this is just straight up Assimilate. Oh, this guy's trying to use Assimilate with Imposter. That's interesting. I find that kind of interesting, actually. So he's used up Glynis, which is his big... oh, but he's gonna have Stefan, isn't he? Oh, yes, he is gonna have Stefan. Oh, boy. How exciting. I forgot about Stefan for a second. So the usual combo here I would see is probably Xavier Moran into the Mahakam Forge. What else does he even have? I mean, there's no way he should be running Portal, right? Imperial Diviner, sure. He can now lock Gabor, I suppose. He can now lock Gabor. What a shame. Hit the Ducal Guard for both, perfect. You know what? We can actually put Wagenberg in between here, and then they can just keep getting armor, which is pretty nice, actually. I mean, the thing is, I know I'm far ahead, but like a double bribery can really go a long way, so... you know, it's not like I'm really out of the loop just yet. Roderick of Duntine, okay.
Out of the way, rabble!
And there's Fion. So essentially, I'm essentially relying on snipes now to kill one of those engines. I have to, right? I don't have a choice. I actually don't have a choice. Oh, so you chose to buff your Ducal Guard, huh? That's interesting. I guess he was afraid of, like, I don't know, a potential tall hit on Fion, but I'm dwarves. I don't have much for that. Played that one kind of late, but okay. I'm tempted to play them. Oh, I still have a Mahaka Marauder. I didn't even notice this. I want to play Wagenberg here. But if how many tourney jousts has he played? He's played both tourney jousts. So the only thing he can really hit me with is an assassinate, right? I don't want to play Xavier because I don't want it to get locked. I'd rather just get it all. Actually, I don't know. Oh, this is gonna suck. Actually, this is gonna bite. Yeah, I have to put Xavier in the melee row. I kind of just messed myself up here, I think. But I had no choice. I had to put... But I guess I didn't have to put the Dwarven Berserker in the melee row, so... Oh well.
Got a hearty hankering for Gwent.
That's fine. That's fine, I suppose. We might actually have to dock some points off of the Mahakam Guard then, if anything. Because Wagenberg has to be put in the front row. And so does Xavier, and that fills up the 9. Oh well. That's fine. But I mean, like, everything here, except for, I suppose, the Dwarven Berserker was necessary, so... Is he trying to hunt for Stefan or something? Like, what's going on here? There's bribery.
What do you say we fight on my level, eh?
He hasn't played Stefan. Oh wait, Stefan's in the range row though, so he's left them unprotected here. Okay. I mean, I'll take it. He's hit... I think he's hit all armor there. Yeah, so I just filled up my whole melee row now, and it kind of sucks. He did that very well, actually. He messed up my, I mean, actually, Xavier's barricade doesn't have to be melee, right? It doesn't have to be melee. Yeah, no, Xavier's doesn't have to be melee. If anything here, he actually helps out my, Yeah, this is fine.
More than a creaky door.
Okay, sure. Barricade should still go off, right? Yeah. As long as barricade still goes off, I'm fine. I hope he doesn't have tall punish like a Leo Bonhart. There's the imposter. Well, he doesn't have armor, so he's not getting the boost, which is... Oh my goodness.
We need no help from outsiders.
It's pretty ridiculous, but what can you do, right? He's tied it up. It's not a whole lot of points, but it's fine. So it's... What is this last card of his? Joachim, okay.
I shall flog them into submission.
Still not gonna be enough though, I think. Yeah, it shouldn't be enough after the Great Oak. Good attempt though. Yeah, that one had been a misplay, but it's fine. Okay. Imposter. This one is probably gonna be poison. In which case... Oh well. Alright, now we have this. We don't need this out here, because we're gonna be picking it up. This is probably our starting 2 turns. Don't need Poly here yet. Ooh, this will be nice actually. It goes pretty well with Novigrad. Yeah, I think this is actually a pretty good hand. This is actually a pretty solid hand. So I have seen one that has tried to run Assimilate. Let's see if this one either does the same or if it does something else. Magnet Division. Okay, so that can be anything. I want to play the other one now, to be honest. I think I do, right? Yeah. Get them out of the way quick, I think it's nice. FD Helga. Okay. We'll play Novigrad. This is pretty nice because we can actually thin our deck out while here. Not to mention we are well armored, so he'll be losing 1 point of value with whatever tactic he chooses to play, which is good for me, I think. Journey Joust to what? Okay. I mean, I can still play this. It's still playable, so it's fine. Makes me now I'm wondering if I should keep playing, if I should pass. I don't think he's poison. Oh wow.
Vigilance is
Well, that's unfortunate, isn't it? Now what does he do? Do I want to keep going? I mean, I could play Zoltan. Yeah, I think I will play Zoltan. I'll push him. Why not? Oh, shoot. Misplay on that part. That was a misplay there. Oh, I forgot. I kept, like, my mind was thinking they were all dwarves and like, oh no, they're not all dwarves. Like, yikes. Oh well, it's fine. Villager forts? Trying to destroy my resilience?
An interesting choice.
Oh, that's not. Ooh, that's not bad. That's actually not the worst. But unfortunately, our cards are kind of in the sucking department, so we'll have to pass. He will get last save, but he no longer has Imposter, so... Ooh, is he running Vatier? He could be running Vatier. Yeah, he could definitely be running Vatier, so... Oh well, poor and no Damien. He literally just brought that right to my doorstep, which is really nice. I was gonna say, I'm in need of some decent cards here. Okay. The question is, will he play or pass? I mean, he has no ability unless he has a seer. Okay, I was gonna say. I think we play the Miner. Although the Miner could combo with Yarpin pretty well, but this is just a straight up power card. But I don't see him running poison either. Wait, I don't have Gabor. Oh, I don't have carryover in the third round. That's a shame. But what can I do, right? Yeah, I'll play Stevie Dwarven here. Because if I can combo Miner, that would be pretty good for me. Oh boy, I need to draw like these three. Like literally these three. Otherwise there's no point, right? That's not it. Okay. Alright, at least I got the Great Oak at least, so... I got Monroe, but I have no Rowdy Dwarves. That's a shame. So this is essentially a dead card now. I mean, not necessarily. We can play Fidges. We at least have one for the Monroe, which isn't the worst in the world. It's better than nothing, honestly. So even if he does Purified, it's fine. Another Magni? Sure. We'll play Xavier right now, actually. I mean, it doesn't seem like he's playing Purify, so, well, I mean, I don't know if he would have played it immediately or if he wanted to scout out my my field just to see what I would play. Yeah. Okay, so, oh, he does have Poison. Okay. So does that mean he's running Masquerade Ball? He could be running Masquerade Ball. That could be a thing. We'll play Miner here. No. We'll actually play Monroe here first.
Go back across the Yaruga, you botheads!
Probably play another one. I mean, he could actually play Masquerade Ball first. Oh, maybe not. Maybe, yeah, he probably... Okay, then that actually tells me that he's not gonna have, Masquerade Ball then. Now, I saw all these locks, so I could potentially see Vatier as a last play, I think. So that's gonna be a problem if I do see it. Yeah, here it comes. I mean, at least he locked it, so 8 power. I mean, it's still a lot that he's gonna get, but what can you do, right? If I had Falibor, this would be perfect, but I'm not even running the right faction. Oh well. Does he have Zeal? Does he have Zeal? Okay, he has Defender. Okay, so he's definitely gonna get it. I mean, unfortunately, I cannot stop that, so we'll just play Yarpin. I'll put on you instead, actually. Stefan, that's right!
The revolution is inevitable, merely a matter of time.
Well, that's a darn shame. At least we're not hitting armor though, which is pretty good, I think. Destroy, okay. Banhamar. So does he not have Vatier then, or what's going on here? Look at that, Fireball! Fireball! Oh my goodness, this game and its bugs though. This game and its bugs. Oh, it's stuck there! Oh, nice! I mean, did he expect that? Woo, Fireball. Okay. So, it's a nice looking Fireball, guys, you know? Nice and Fireball, that is. I don't know what else to say about it, to be perfectly honest with you. It's just there. It's just choosing to bug itself out in a sense, so... So, I mean, I think... Oh, bribery? Okay, well, okay. They always high roll. Always. They always high roll it. Right into the Fireball you go, buddy. Right into the Fireball. Interesting deck, honestly.